All right, Leos. So it looks like we have a love message today, possibly. But we shall see because my reads be turning into like something else later on. Okay? Also, if it does resonate, please let me know in the comments or like and subscribe. So, the first oracle card that you have here is DM slide. Okay? You're going to be receiving a DM from somebody here that you possibly have not spoken to in a while, or it's like I feel like you were possibly with this individual and you guys might not be talking right now, and they're trying to test the waters to see if you are willing to talk to them, Leo. This is somebody here that you already know, but they're coming off fake because we have plastic smiles, so you have to be careful. This is like somebody here that's hiding like resentment, okay? And this could be a friend. It could be somebody here that you fell out with. However, I'm getting here that it could possibly be a lover. Like somebody here that you was once connected to, but we'll see. This individual might have red hair, possibly, or they dye their hair red. That's what I'm seeing here. Or they have short cut, like they have a short hair. It looks like kind of like a bob, possibly. Or maybe they had their hair in a bob during that time when bobs were kind of in. Yeah, they look like they have some type of like hidden resentment. Okay? But you're not worried. I feel like Spirit wants you to just focus on your money right now, because right now you have bags secured. You have bags secured. And I feel like you have been accomplishing so much by distancing yourself from certain people that you need to worry about your money at this time, because people are going to try to get in your way when you are financially coming up or when you're locking into financial abundance. And I feel here with the bag secured, like your money is looking pretty good right now. Okay. And I feel like people are seeing that. You may have went through a struggle this summer in regards to your money, Leo. And you may have had people here that was draining your energy, draining you financially, whether that was being with somebody here or just having the wrong individuals in your energy. Okay? We're gonna see, who is this individual that's sliding into who's this person that's coming in that has resentment? How about with resentment? This person has resentment. Who is this individual that has resentment towards the Leo? Who is this individual? Is somebody here that you had an ending with? All right. We do have the death card. It came off a little iffy because it is in the off center. However, I'm going to take it as the way that I'm seeing it. It came in the upright, possibly. Like it came in the off center, but it's in the upright. Okay. It just came in a little iffy. You went through an ending, and it possibly was somebody here with Scorpio or what, like any water placement. Okay. Now I'm seeing here that you are with the Nine of Pentacles, you are being financially free and independent at this time. Okay. You are. And you ended some type of connection. It was with somebody here that you was with for a little bit of time to go towards new opportunities, because you seem that you weren't growing somewhere. Like you seem that you were not growing with somebody here with the Ace of Wands in the upright. You seem that you were not growing in the past with an individual, and with you moving forward with an ending, you are now stepping into alignment and you are freeing yourself. Somebody here is freeing themselves from a toxic situation. Somebody here is listen, The Judgment card is at the bottom. Whoever that you was once connected to, it could have been a fire sign. They're coming in, like, as soon as they try to come in, with this hidden resentment, your ancestors are gonna know that they're coming in on bullshit. Okay? Your ancestors know that there is bullshit behind this nonsense, where they had enough of this individual trying to come in your energy and mess shit up for you. They're ignoring the call when it comes to stop playing in your energy. They're ignoring the call when it comes to having to work on their own self, where they're just not fucking getting it, okay? They're not getting it. Could have been a water sign or a fire sign that you was dealing with, okay? Or an earth sign. But I'm getting here that it could have been heavy. There's a lot of fire here. But I have Scorpio here, so that could probably be it. And the reason why. Or you could be a Scorpio. You put it where it's supposed to fit, but don't manifest. This person is living in the past. It could have definitely been a water sign that you was with, okay? With the 6 of Cups here. But it could be in the reverse. I'm seeing here it could be in the reverse as well. This person wants forgiveness because they see that you're elevating and transitioning into a higher timeline, and you are moving on, Leo, from this situation. This person, what did they do to the Leo? What did they do to the Leo? What did they do to the Leo? This person is holding resentment. We're going to find out why this person is holding resentment. But I do see, I'm out with my intuition, they're holding resentment because you decided to end things and move on. And I'm seeing here that you decided to move peacefully, Leo. Move on. And they want to come in and check your, it's like a temperature check, where they want to come in and try to see if they can have another chance with you. Because they see that you are stepping into alignment and you're starting to know who you are. With the Page of Wands, I do see here that you had, like, you are like, I feel like maybe you were really closed-minded in the past, Leo, when it came to, like, opening up to getting to know yourself, possibly. And I do feel like you are a free spirit. However, I feel like you possibly had people that were around you that was limiting your beliefs at some point in time recently. And I feel like this brought a lot of heartbreak to you, because I feel like there was a lot of shiesty people that was in your energy. But listen, this person is you might be moving, Leo, or maybe you did move. I'm seeing here that somebody here is planning to move, okay? And you are planning on traveling to get away from, like, people that were making you feel stuck. And yeah, people were making you feel stuck, okay? Like, a lot of people. We have, like, 2 other individuals here in the energy that was making you feel stuck. Okay, it could have been an Aries or a earth sign. It could have, yeah, no. So it could be an earth sign or a fire sign that was making you feel stuck, possibly, or an air sign that was making you feel stuck at one point in time. But it's heavy on this person has resentment. The person that you were once connected to has resentment due to the fact that you decided to move on and just be yourself. You weren't able to be yourself when you were around this person. Like, you were constantly feeling judged. Right now, you're healing. You're going through a healing process, and you are transitioning. You may have just been in the hospital. I see here that somebody's been in the hospital due to, like, either a car accident or having, like, a very high blood pressure, or just going to the doctor to check your health. And I feel like maybe you weren't healthy, possibly. But you are healing from some type of disaster. see here that this person blocked your intuition when it came to situations that was going on around on the outside of you, all right, within this connection. Like, I do feel like it could be in the reverse, Leo, but I'm just going to take it as like this person really tried to block your intuition when it came to what you were not seeing. Like, I feel like you knew what was going on within the connection, but I feel like you just never said anything, or you just kept a lot of your feelings inside. But intuitively, like you, with your intuition, I feel like you really knew like what was up with this individual. You felt like they were hiding something all the time, or they just weren't being themselves. You weren't able to even be yourself around this person. What else when it comes to the situation for my Leos that they need to know? This person had you in so many arguments. And I see it. You guys got the crime of passion here. This person, I'm sorry. I have to just say it. This person is so, I feel like this individual orchestrated some type of like weird nonsense with other individuals that they had around them. Or this individual is so stuck on you. I feel that, I don't know, did they do something were they once connected to somebody here before in the past? And they like died mysteriously or something, or maybe they plan on doing something to you. That's what I'm getting here, that they orchestrated that they were planning on orchestrating some crime of passion. And listen, this might be something that's going on. Listen, this better not be a homicide. Crime of passion and homicide. Listen, this is not going to resonate for all Leos. And I also feel like it could be in the reverse as well. I do know, though, that Leo, this better not be you that was trying to orchestrate some type of crime of passion or do something silly. Okay? Somebody, but I'm just going to take it as, listen, that, because it could be in the reverse or whatever. Somebody here was planning on hurting somebody. Or they did, because there's a crime of passion here. And they ran away. Or they on a run. We also have the strangulation card. You moved, Leo. Somebody here moved away from the situation because with your intuition, you already knew that this person was planning on hurting you. Or vice versa, because it could be in the reverse. You may have went home. You may not even you may have lived with this individual, and I feel like you went home. I feel like you moved a few states, or you moved a few hours away from this individual, where now they have no idea where you're possibly living. And if they do, not many people are really speaking up. I feel like you moved away from this situation and you got your own place. You might be living with your grandparents possibly, or somebody here that is like a grandparent or is an elder. And I'm seeing here that it could be feminine energy. You might be a feminine, possibly, or somebody with a lot of feminine energy. Somebody here wants revenge. Leo. They don't get the fuck. This person wants revenge so bad for what? Get a life, please. This person is obsessed with you. All right? They have devil energy. Not even just devil energy. This person is just sick in the head. And they could also be abusive as well. Why do they want revenge on the Leo? Why do they want revenge on the Leo? Why do they want revenge? Why do they want revenge there? Because you're different, okay? We had the alien card come out. I'm just going to take it as that this person has no vessel. We got the vessel card here. And you are so different. You're like an alien. That this person, I feel like they try to do something to you before, so far as a crime of passion. It did not fall through. And because I see it, somebody here trying to poison somebody. I'm sorry. I just got to say it. I had it too many times in my Leo, my Scorpio race. That this shit is just coming up again. Okay? It's coming up again, guys. Somebody moved away from this situation because it's toxic. Okay? Obviously. No vessel. There's going to be, or you could have been dealing with a water sign. I seen the water sign card here. Whistleblower. Somebody's going to be a whistleblower. Listen, I might end up being a whistleblower. Somebody's going to be a whistleblower into something that happened last year. You're going to find out something that I feel like that's the reason why there's revenge here. Somebody here wants revenge in regards to something that happened. All right. There's going to be a whistleblower that's going to call it out to something that happened that last year. All right. There's also a legal spying. This person was possibly illegal spying on you, Leo, meaning that they had a GPS on your phone. And I see here there was a hidden camera, possibly. If you live somewhere, this person had a hidden camera on all aspects of the house. It could have been an earth sign. Or somebody here with earth placements. They try. Listen, water sign keeps coming out. You may have dealt with the water sign. Somebody here tried to hex you, Leo. And that's why you had money issues in the summertime. Because somebody here tried to hex you. They practice paganism. Or maybe you're pagan. Either or, it doesn't matter. Let me get a few more messages. Let me get off of this. Hold on. I want to get this other deck. Listen, if you got away from something that was very like crazy and traumatic for you, Leo, I'm very proud of you because it takes a lot for people to get away from toxic situations. This person had you around a lot of like ridiculous situations, and you were not being who you were, okay? They enjoyed sucking life out of you. We got we have the salt bath. Somebody here needs to take a spiritual shower or a spiritual bath. Okay, continue to up your protection at this time because I feel here if they hex you once, they'll do it again. Everything is temporary. I feel like you're starting to know and realize that, Leo, with the situations that people have gotten you into or you've seen with your own eyes here, with your intuition, how foul people can be and how weird people can be. People be having hidden motives, and I feel like after you dealt with the situation that you dealt with, I feel like you'll never question your intuition ever again. You knew that this person was out to hurt you. You felt the energy. You knew it. And guess what? You got what goes around comes around. This person is going to be receiving some type of judgment. Okay? Because they weren't listening to the inner calling. They were not listening. Because every time that they kept trying to do something to you, at this point it's bouncing off so much that it's bouncing off of you. And now all the energy that they try to throw at you by trying to hex you is turning right the fuck around and going to them. And then they're wondering why their life is the way that they are. This person has no vessel. Literally. All right, peace out.